Welcome to our demonstration of Universal POS in a hospitality environment. First thing we're going to do is clock an employee in. We can do this using a magnetic card reader, employee card, or we can just use the touchscreen and key in our employee code. Press the checkbox. It's going to ask us if we want to clock in. Now I have multiple job positions. Today I'm going to clock in as a manager, but I could also clock in as a server. I'm going to clock in as a manager today. And we're taken to our floor plan screen. We can see we have a lot of tables on the floor plan. Green tables are in use, but they're not my tables. We also have different sections. Our party room, back to our restaurant. I can start a table. I'm going to seat people at table 23, and there's 4 people at the table. So we create 4 seats, 1 through 4, and we can say what each person wants. So we're going to start with our drinks. So seat 1 wants Coors Light. Seat 2 wants Bud Light. Seat 3 would like a B52. And seat 4 would like a glass of red wine. Okay, and then we can also go back to seat 1. We want to order some appetizers at the same time. Seat 1 wants the pesto mussels. And seat 3 wants the clams casino. And seat 4 wants a shrimp cocktail. Seat 2 didn't want any appetizers. So we're going to just service that off and send it off to the kitchen. And we're going to get our kitchen chit. I can reopen that table at any point. And I could add to it. They want to order their entrees. So seat 1 would like to have the steak, medium rare, baked potato with a house salad. Seat 2 would like to have the beef on the bun. Seat 3 would like to have the full rack of ribs, Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, and he also wanted to get a house salad with that, ranch dressing. And seat 4 would like to get the lasagna, and he also wanted to get a Caesar salad with that. And again, we're going to send it off to the kitchen. And we're going to get our kitchen chit to print. So I'm finished serving tables right now, so I'm going to log off the system so I can walk away and another server can use the terminal. So the next employee comes up, they enter their employee code, and they can access their tables. So table 21 is one of theirs. This customer wants to go home now, so we can actually print their bill here if we'd like to. Or maybe we know they want to split this bill, so we can go split check. And we can split by seating. Or we could just manually say seats 1 and 2 are a couple, and seats 3 and 4 are also a couple. So we want to break this across. But they're also going to share this bottle of wine. So we're going to click on the Cabernet, split this item 2 ways. And they can each pay for half the Cabernet. So at this point now, we can close this check. $69.29, and they had a gratuity, $15. And they paid with Visa. And this check also was finished. They also had a gratuity, $18, and they paid by MasterCard. And now table 21 is closed. And this employee is now finished, so they can just log off. So we're going to log back into the system now. 8150, hit our check mark. And here's our table 23 that we already started. And we're also going to now see people at table 22. And there's 2 people. And on seat 1, we're going to order a Coors Light. And on seat 2, we're going to order a Corona. And on seat 1, we're going to order some appetizers, a Caesar salad, and for an entree, they want the chicken Swiss. On seat 2, they just want to have the pesto mussels. Now, pesto mussels by default is not an appetizer, but they actually want the pesto mussels to come in as their entree. So we're going to just click up here. We're just going to change that to an entree. We can change anything simply by clicking on it. Caesar salad's an appetizer. We could change that to an entree, to a dessert, or back to an entree or an appetizer. And that's all they want, and we're going to service that off and send that to the kitchen. And you'll notice that our appetizers is the Caesar salad, and our entrees consist of chicken Swiss and a pesto mussels. And we're going to log off. So we're going to log back into the system again, enter our employee code, and open up our table 22. And we want to add some dessert. So on seat 1, we want to add dessert. We want the pecan pie. And on seat 2, we want to add the cheesecake. Well, maybe not the cheesecake. We made a mistake, so we can just click on the void key and take that off. And we actually wanted the apple pie. And again, we can service that off to the kitchen. And when the client wants to go home, from the screen we could print the receipt. Open the check, finish, and how they paid. They gave us $50 on Visa, and our gratuity was $7.23. So we're going to log back into the system again, and we're going to do a quick order. So this isn't somebody actually sitting at a table. They could be just standing at the bar. So we're going to do a quick order, and we're going to order a beer, Coors Light. That's all they wanted. So we can just service that off and give that a label. So it's Joe. So you don't see Joe on the floor plan, but when Joe wants to order another drink or pay his bill, we can actually just go view open tables, and here's Joe's check. We can select that. We could also just do a reorder. He wants another Coors Light. We just add that to his bill. Again, a reorder, another Coors Light, and just add it to his bill. We can print his check from here. And when Joe wants to go home, we can just select his bill, finish, and how he paid. He gave us $20 cash. Our change in cash is $6.45. Through the view open tables, we can actually see all our checks. We can filter them by tabs, all service checks, tables only, tabs only. Different ways we can filter this. We can select any table from here. It's one of my tables. We can bring it back, and this customer now wants to go home. So again, we would print the receipt. And when we collect the money, we can finish and how they paid. They gave us $155 on Visa, and our gratuity is $29.97. So we're going to do one more thing with this employee. We're going to start one more table, 2 people, and just add a couple of items to the bill. And just send that off. Now I want to go home. My shift is finished. So I can actually just log into the system. And I can go to staff functions. And I can do my cash out. I have open tables, so I can still do the cash out based on my security. Print my cash out summary. I'll just do it to screen so we can see it. It's going to show my sales. Any tips collected, in monies that is due, cash and Visa. I can also clock out from here. I can transfer my open checks. So I'm going to transfer those over to Supervisor Joe or to Mickey. And I'm clocked out of the system. And here's my time chip for the day. So we're going to clock back in with employee code 100 and just show you some of the other features Universal has to offer. Under our manager button, we can see all our transactions for the day. We can click on any transaction and see the details. We can also see the time each item was ordered. We can reprint any receipt to the customer. You can also look at transactions for any date from the first day you start operating the system. The system is fully backdatable. You can make corrections to transactions if you need to, based upon your security level. And we can just see our active transactions. And we can actually open up an active transaction from here, use it, and again, add to it if we needed to. We can also do various reports from here, sales for the day. So our sales based on product for whatever date range we want, just for today. And to screen. And our sales, our beer sales, our wine sales, cocktails, modifiers, entrees, appetizers, desserts, tax to be collected, total tips collected, and a breakdown of our financials. And then some basic statistics on the bottom. Quickly, we're just going to go into the back end. We're going to show you some of the back end functions of the system. Suppose we want to add a new item to the system. We can go to our menu designer, and we can see our various categories and any items on each of those categories. So we want to add a new appetizer. So we're going to right click and add a new product. And it's chicken nuggets. As an appetizer. We're going to sell it for $5.95. And we also want to have a potato choice on that. So we're going to save that. And now it's on our screen. We can move it to wherever we want to. We can change the shape or size of the button. And we can also change the color. Let's just exit out of here. And we can back up. And then we re-enter our employee code. We now see we have our chicken nuggets and asking for our potato choice. So it's very quick to add new items to Universal POS. And we're also going to show you some back-end reporting quickly. Under reports, we can do our sales reports. We can do our sales, detail sales by product. Next, and we could filter it down. Maybe we just want to see appetizers, or maybe it's appetizers and we also want to see entrees. Or we can select everything. For whatever date range we want, we just want it for the current day. Nurture sales broken down by product. So this is a brief demonstration on Universal POS in a hospitality environment.